that channel to sell Proactive through infomercials, they changed it. Because over 15 years ago, it was shady to shop on TV. Is it shady anymore? They changed one channel, they're about to change another. It's that simple. So let's talk a little bit about our history. The direct sales model really does focus on where the power resides. But from 2002 to 2007, we were in high-end retail. Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, Henry Bedell. And by 2007, we were the #1 best-selling clinical product. What does that tell you? The products work. They're amazing. Do you know how many products are in Nordstrom? Do you know how many people shop at Nordstrom? And we were the #1 best-selling clinical product by 2007. I would have been happy with that. But the doctors are research geeks, and they did a market research study. What they found out was that, yes, you are the #1 best-selling product, but it's all about word of mouth. So they took a step back, and they said, really? It's all about word of mouth? How can we capitalize on that? And they looked at each other, and they said, direct sales, and then they both went, ew, because they thought pyramid scheme. They thought that was never them. But they really did their research. They found out that it really is a brilliant business model. It's just been tainted by a few companies or individuals that have done a bad job. Well, hello, real estate. I mean, every time I was at an open house, every buyer that would come in would go, I don't work with real estate agents. I had a bad experience. Welcome. Come on in. Right? I mean, I was so used to that. Banking, lending. Every industry has a few bad apples. So these women jumped in. In January of 2009, we went into direct sales. And by 2010, we were awarded the Rising Star Award by the DSA. If you talk to anybody with direct sales experience or network marketing, the first question I always get is, oh, are you a member of the DSA? And they're just waiting for you to say no. Actually, we are a member. Actually, we were their Rising Star, and we've had at least one, if not multiple, awards by the DSA year after year. So let's talk about how we are an established brand with significant media coverage. We have print, television, and web. You can look at all of the magazines we've been in. You can see that we've been on the Today Show. We have more media coverage than any other direct selling company. We actually have more media coverage than any other skincare company, and it's free. How do we get media coverage? Our corporate drinking is very smart, putting these products in the hands of beauty editors. Beauty editors love free products, and what do they write about? Products they love, products that deliver results. Month after month, I can't even keep up anymore of all the press coverage that we get. A very well-known, successful direct sales company in the skincare industry is Nu Skin. How many people are familiar with Nu Skin? So Nu Skin was founded in about 1982, and they have done amazing. I can't even remember how many multimillionaires they have. At one time I asked their old president, how many millionaires did you guys create? And she said, I don't know. We lost track, let alone the multimillionaires. But now, we've just been a couple years into direct sales. We have had more media coverage than Nu Skin has had in their entire existence. That speaks volumes. And from a marketing standpoint, my real estate brain, when I'm paying $400 a weekend to advertise an open house, this is powerful. It's free, and it advertises my business day after day. So let's jump into the products. We don't have any competitors out there, just so you know. We are not competing with any other direct sales skincare company. This is bringing the dermatologist into the home. It's bringing dermatology to the masses. So we have our anti-age line, we have Unblemish, Reverse, and Soothe. It's the right medicine in the right order. And it's got the right formula. And a lot of us are walking through. So by a show of hands, how many people are in this room tonight because of the results you've gotten from the products? And please raise your hands high. It's always alarming to see how many people saw amazing results quickly with these products. We can stand up here and tell you all about it, or we can show you some pictures. So here's our Unblemished Resident for acne and post-acne scars. A lot of people will say to you, what's the difference between Unblemished and Proactive? Well, first of all, the doctors have learned a lot in the last 15 years. It's a much more sophisticated version. And not only are we treating acne, but we're treating post-acne scars. No other company out there does that. You can see the pictures for yourself. Then we have our Soothe line. This is for sensitive skin, irritated skin. This is for people that say, I can't wash my face with anything. This is what our Soothe line is for. I really think that this line is the line that's overlooked the most in our company, because not only does it treat sensitive skin, but it creates a barrier. So you then can go on to the anti-age, so you then can introduce retinol and peptides. People with sensitive skin don't think that they'll ever be able to do that, but they will with the right protection and creating the barrier. I love this picture. This is actually, I believe it's a 4 or 5-year-old little boy that couldn't even play t-ball because his arms hurt so bad. And look at the amazing results, 5-year-old little boy within 24 hours. Then we have our reverse regimen, which is for reducing brown spots, dullness, and sun damage. This is actually the line that was the #1 bestseller in Nordstrom. People that have brown spots, people that say, oh, my skin is dull. The best way to describe reverse is it is boot camp for the skin. You get started, kind of hurts, kind of wonder what you got yourself into because you're in boot camp. And then by the end, you're looking really good. So if anybody's done boot camp or thought about boot camp, this is boot camp for the skin. I don't do boot camp at the gym. I do boot camp for the skin. And then we have our anti-age line. This is our signature line. It's technologically advanced with retinol and peptide formulations. And then we have a patent-pending AMP-MD tool. And we'll get into that. But let's look at a few facts. Bad news for the guests in the room is that we're all aging all of the time. Good news for people like myself is that you're all aging all of the time. I was kind of excited when I heard that. There's a lot of things up here, but one thing that really stood out to me was the fact that 84% of women in their 20s were concerned about aging. No other company had taken the time to go out and talk to the 20-year-olds. So this took this really big market and exploded it. And I can tell you, when I was introduced to Rodandy Fields, I was in my 20s, and I was concerned about aging. I had to get rid of the acne first, but I was totally concerned about aging in my 20s. And then the other thing that was really interesting to me is that 80% of how you age is what you put on your skin and how you take care of it. And see, my poor mom has never taken care of her skin before I started Rodandy Fields. So I used to look at her and think, ooh, we're not going to be good. Oh, we laugh about it all the time. But genetics only, it's 20%. That is super powerful. So 80% is in your control, and we can help you control it. So let's talk about this market. We are offering you tonight an opportunity to participate in a billion-dollar growing market. I told you that $2.5 billion was spent in the U.S. annually in 2009. Look at the significant market expansion. We're set to be at $5 billion by the year 2015. Are you kidding me? Now, guys, I told you when they entered the acne market, it was $800 million. And we're going to be at $5 billion. And we are truly set to dominate that market. I don't know about you, but I would have jumped at $800 million, let alone $5 billion. It's incredible. So we have this patent-pending AMP system. It's this blue little wonder here. You can come up and test it. It does not hurt. What this is 200 medical-strength acupuncture needles that gently prick the skin. What it does is two things. It delivers the key ingredients, the retinol and the peptides, below the skin surface to where you need them the most. The other thing that it does is it tricks your body into thinking it's harm. So what happens then, you produce natural collagen. As we age, we lose collagen production. Let's look at some of the results. These are clinically proven. This is a 9-week clinical trial. The before and after, these are of crow's feet. Now you can see all the amazing improvements, but 100% of people saw an improvement in skin texture in just 9 weeks. Again, when have you ever made 100% of people happy? Not only did we make 100% of people happy in this study, but 100% of participants stayed with the study. This has never happened before. Somebody always gets sick, somebody's aunt does something, you irritate somebody, right? I mean, it just happens. Never before has 100% of people stayed in the study. And then The doctors were blown away by this clinical trial. They said that they were seeing better results with this than they were with injectables in their office practice in 9 weeks. That's incredible. So I can talk and talk, or I can show you some more pictures. This was hilarious. I was doing this presentation in Missoula, Montana, and this woman in the back of the room yelled, "Ah, that's my turkey neck!" And I was like, oh, because we don't know whose pictures they are. They just submit them. So I called it the turkey neck, as she did. So it's all good. You can see the dramatic difference in her neck. You can see the dramatic difference in Donna's eyes, and then the crow's feet. Now Donna in the middle, you can really see the difference in her eyes, the overall tone of her skin. You might look at her and say, oh, she needs a little bit of work still, and I'd agree with you. But that is after 29 days. 29 days, she looks that good. That's incredible. So let's jump in to, we have these amazing products. We have the presence of the doctors. Let's talk about the program. How do we build a business? So we have proven business support. We'll start with our customer care. We have a staff of dermatological nurses. I am not a dermatologist. I am not a nurse. I know some of you in the room are. I've heard some good stories in the back by the beer table. But what my job is to simply talk to people. I talk about the products. I talk about the business opportunity. Or I ask you to be a connector. Who do you know? Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to feel good. And the majority of people are looking for something different in their life. Maybe it's just a supplemental income. Maybe it's a career change. But the majority of people are looking for something different. So all I do is talk, why this staff of dermatological nurses makes me look good. So if you become a customer of ours or you're a consultant, you have these nurses in your back pocket. You have their phone number and their email. So at all times, you have access to the people that have over 20 years experience in this industry. I love the story of this woman in Bozeman, Montana. Her daughter had a rash on the back of her leg. She called the dermatologist. Again, there's only one, so I can throw him under the bus over here. Hopefully he's not anybody's relative. And they say, yeah, okay, we'll get you in when we have an opening. We're at about 6-7 weeks. And she's like, really? Because my daughter has a rash and it's hot, and I'm kind of worried about it. And he said, well, if we have a cancellation, we'll call you. And so she didn't know what to do. She hung up the phone. She was frustrated, and she took a picture of the rash with her phone and emailed it to our dermatological nurses. Her daughter is 9. She is not a customer. She is not a consultant. They have this little girl diagnosed and treated within 24 hours. That's the kind of care we have. They make us look brilliant, and they take care of our customers. You have a problem, they take care of it. You have a question, they answer it. It's absolutely incredible. Then we have assessment tools. They're very sophisticated prescriptions, if you will. Again, it's not my job to be the dermatologist. I take you to the doctors, and you take a consultation so that we ensure that we get the right product on your skin to make you happy. If you get the right product for the skin conditions that you have, you'll be happy. You won't return your product. There'll be a walking billboard for my business, and you'll tell your friends and family. Again, guys, these are all provided for us absolutely free. Then we have training. One of my business partners likes to describe it as drinking out of a fire hose, except you have the ability to turn it up or down. Every